Okay, so next up is the toilet area, and I'm going to model this thing. And yeah, it's probably a little strange looking to you because it's wall mounted, and no, it's not for a restaurant, it's actually for an apartment or a smaller space. And I figure since we're putting everything else on the wall, might as well do this too. I don't know how intricate I'm going to get with the detailing here, but we're definitely going to get this overall design here. So let's start with this bowl area in this bottom part. Alright, so to do that, I'm not going to start out with a sphere, I'm actually going to start out with a box. And I'm going to make, let's see, the length here 15 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to make the width here about 18 inches. Like so. And then the height, I don't know. Let's see. Let's give this a gray first so we can see what we're doing. Hit F4 so I can see my edges. I think the height is something we're probably going to have to guesstimate here because I don't really have that. Somewhere like that. I'm going to give it a length, an extra length segment, an extra width and height, so it's 2, 2, and 2, like so. Alright. Now to get the shape that I want out of this box, I'm going to go up here to this modifier called Spherify and leave it at 100%. I don't like Spherify. To me, it should make it a little more round using the vertices that it has, but it doesn't. It kind of gives it this pointy look, but we can kind of fix that by adding a turbo smooth on top of it, and we get like this nice, almost nice spherical looking thing. Okay. Oops. Turbo smooth. I'm going to right click and convert it to an editable poly, just like that. Alright. Now, I forgot which side was which here, so I'm just going to measure it this way and see that that is approximately, oops, let me delete that. Go back here, specify my length to 18 inches. And we'll see that that's not the side. It should be, yeah, that's pretty much the side right there. So let me mark the front here on my perspective view. And that way is the front. So, okay. In the front view, this is the front. I'm going to grab these polygons up at the top and delete them. So now we have like this round shape. What we want to do is scale it in such a way that's not so round. I know I kind of measured it before to 15, but I'm going to go down a little bit more and bring this bowl shape like this. As long as we get it roughly around the size it's supposed to be. Being a little bit off doesn't matter. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is border select this whole thing and shift select just a little bit, and then I'm going to bring it in a little more, like so, like that. Shift select it just a tad more, and then shift go down a little, and a little more. Now, I don't think I'm going to concern myself with modeling the inside of the bowl, but if you want to create that, all you have to do is just keep shift dragging down and then scaling in and creating that circle or that hole at the bottom. Alright, now what I'm going to do is go ahead and come in here and delete one side. Yeah, let's delete one side now. Okay, so we have that. Now what I want to do is select these polygons down through here. That should do fine. I'm going to extrude these on the local normal. We don't even really need that much. Hit OK. And actually, let me go to the other side. I know that I could do it on this side, but I kind of want to keep it facing one way. And I'll extrude that local normal and hit OK. Kind of bring that up to fit. I'm going to take these vertices here and I'm just going to old school scale them down like so they're flat. Bring this to the front so it's kind of straight. Something like that. Bring this down to kind of line up with that. Bring this over. I'm making this all out of one piece. What I want to do is select all of these top vertices here and just align them up like so. I'm going to do the same here. Kind of make that flat. Make this flat. So if I look at it in this view, it's kind of warped. What we want to do is just delete the polygons on this side. Get that out of the way. And now it's just a matter of straightening out this so it's not so insane looking. Okay, so this has got to be lined up here. Something like that. Just going to bring these in just a little bit, kind of straighten it out a tad. From the picture that I'm looking at, I can't tell whether it's perfectly flat or it has some kind of curvature that comes down. So I'm kind of just going to wing it. Something like that, get it a little bit straighter. Could probably work on that a little bit more, but I'm going to leave it right there for now. I'm going to come down here to my cut tool. It's still in vertice mode. I'm going to just bring down a cut here and across. That way. I'm going to do the same thing here. Alright, hit number 2 to bring up my edges and just hit backspace and get rid of that. Kind of even this out some here. Alright. Now I have something that looks like that. Could probably stand to be moved in just a tad here. Okay. Flatten those out. Do the same thing here. Flatten those out. And that's pretty straight. We have the workings of our toilet here, and I want to add a symmetry modifier really quick just to see what we're looking at as far as symmetry goes. On the Y and hit flip. We just want to make sure that we'll just hit this show end result and make sure that it's actually touching, so the symmetry is going to work. In this case, it's a little too far. On the bottom, it doesn't really matter because we're just going to delete these anyway, but I'm going to pull them to close off that. Alright, I'm going to take off show end result, and I'm going to select this edge and hit loop, holding down control, select them all. And I'm going to chamfer this. I'm going to chamfer it about like so. Take these vertices and weld them together. And do the same over here. like that. We have that. For the bottom, I'm going to take these and just delete them. Don't want them. Select these edges and do a ring select. And let's see. Go ahead and hit connect, and I'm going to slide it down the bottom because we're probably going to shift drag something in just to give it just a little bit of a bottom, so it'll help cast a shadow on the floor. We're going to ring select here, do a connect, and just bring this back towards here. And that didn't go all the way through, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to vertice mode and go to cut, and just bring that across like so. And then what I'm going to do is take this and get to where I can actually see it. Down here like that. Work off that chamfer that I did. Down to here. I'm just going to slide those a little closer to the edge. And that should do it. And now what I'm going to do is go back to symmetry, and then I'm going to apply a turbo smooth on top of that. Make sure we're looking at something that resembles the toilet we're going after. And I have to say that it does. Alright, so in the next video what we're going to do is work on this this tall piece right here. Okay? And add that. And then from there work on the lid and yeah, add what we have to get this toilet done. See you in the next vid.